Beautiful tribute. Next, we would love to welcome up Fred, father of the bride.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Well, I'm Fred, and I'm Amber's father, and I want to welcome everybody here, both families, the bridesmaids, the grooms, the folk, and all invited guests and friends, family members near and far, and especially those on Zoom. Thank you for helping us celebrate the wedding this day. Thank you very much. And I especially like to thank Jennifer. Do I see her? And Larry and the girls for all their help to put this thing together. So thank you. Uh, I kind of cheated a little bit. I was asked to do this toast, and then I looked on YouTube to see how other people did it. And then, in a way, it was helpful, but at the same time, I didn't like how they did things. So I'm kind of just doing it my way. Anyway, I want to say that I've got the greatest respect for Jennifer, Amber's mother. I would credit her with so much of how Amber turned out. And it was easy for me because, if you have boys, then the father kind of takes over more. But having three girls, obey your mother. She knows what's best for you. And so I found Jennifer to be honest, loving, outspoken, and very caring towards others and family members and even strangers. Her heart would go out to just about anyone in need, really. And I want to especially thank her because early in our marriage, she insisted we go to Bible study, and I thought it was a good idea. I kind of tagged along and said, "Well, okay," you know. But because of that, she's furthered my beliefs in Christian beliefs and brotherhood and learnings that I think I would have never ever had she not insisted, and then that helped me to be who I am over the years. And so she's enriched my in dinner. Thank you for that. And also, she always burned dinner. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. All right. All right. So this is normally where I would talk about you, but I'm not gonna. I want to talk about Amber first. Okay. I, I met Amber for the first time on April 4th, 1982. It was about 5 in the morning. And Amber was born at home, and I cut the cord. I'll need one. I still have a pretty cool thing of champagne. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. There you go. Wow.
And we are connected better than we were before.
Is that me?
My friend Lana says you're waiting so patiently like a pro.
Okay.
And Linda says the audio is back.
I think we're on.
Are we on?
Hi, Uncle Ricky.
Oh, really?
All right. I think
Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. It wasn't my fault. Okay. Anyway. All right. Amber was born at home, and she was pretty cheap. It was $750 for all the prenatal care, for the doctor's wife to come out and deliver her, and then like the next two visits at the office afterwards. So, and then, the truth be known, we had to make payments, to come up with the $750. But anyway, I might seem a little more brave now, but I was terribly frightened, the morning of, hey, my water broke and this is it. And so, I was like a typical, what you think the typical guy who shouldn't be there in the birthing room would be like there. And so that changed in an instant when I saw the top of Amber's head, the very top, just showing itself. My life changed immediately. I felt great. I looked at her and I said, this kid's going to be a winner. Come on down. Yeah. And it's been that way ever since. It's amazing. I was a different person just by seeing her the first time. And so, Amber, you've changed my life in numerous great ways, and I thank you for all of them. And she was just a winter kid on her own, and I decided right away in her life that, I don't know about other people, but we might have had parents that every now and then would say, no, you can't do it, or I'm afraid, you bit off more you can chew, and we don't want to see you get hurt by what you're trying to attempt to do and then fail perhaps. And I decided right then and there, I would never tell Amber, no, she can't do it. I decided right then and there, if she's going to try something and can't do it, it's the world that stops her. Circumstance stops her, maybe, but she wasn't ever going to hear it from me that she can't do it. I always just encouraged her. And then I've never been able to keep up with her since. I mean, I don't know how many times you've been around the world, taught language in other countries, hiked to the top of Machu Picchu, cooked food in Tuscany, Italy, made flowers in south of London, working at a flower shop there, Wales. She went to me, we went together on a motorcycle trip from Seattle to Sturgis one year. And she was a real trooper on the back of the bike and never complained. And it's just been, you all know Amber, she's just non-stoppable. And I'm just so proud of you. And I'm so glad that I made a decision like, well, I'm not the one ever to tell her no. And because I think that's all happened to all of us along the line, a little once or twice, And so, so now I want to get back to Phil. All right. Amber called me one day and said she found a wonderful man and that she was going to get married. And she invited me to be there. Dad, I want you to be at my wedding. And you made me about the happiest I've ever been in my life. And I would say I'm the happiest person here. And so I said, well, what's his name? His name is Phil. So we had finished our conversation. I'm happy for her. And then I immediately called up Jennifer. I said, Jennifer, hey, Amber just called me and said she's getting married. Who is this guy? I mean, what's he all about? Now, I'm kind of concerned. I don't know anything about him. She hadn't been talking about him beforehand. And so now what? And Jennifer said two words that made me cry. And she said, he's kind. He's a kind man. And I did start crying. Because all the kind of people you could mate with, a person who's kind, understanding, cares. And, some of the qualities, if you're kind, you're considerate, you're understanding, you're not self-centered, you're giving, courteous, helpful, compassionate, a good listener, non-judgmental, gentle and patient. And it reminded me of the Beatitudes found in Matthew chapter 5. Blessed are the gentle, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. And blessed are the peacemakers, they shall be called sons of God. And Phil, welcome to the family. And indeed, you're very welcome to the family. Thank you for simply being who you are. And I want to raise a toast that they have a blessed union that lasts a long, 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 long time. thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Bless you all. Thank you.
Yes! Yes!
There's so many wonderful things in the chat. I can't keep up. Thank you, everyone.
All right, our next amazing toaster is Max, friend of both the bride and the groom.
Okay, that was a hard act to follow. Well, I'm honored to be able to say congratulations, Amber and Phil.